fucking man.
I don't think he said that.
Spooky ass fucking. It's not much.
That's weird, Envy. That's
I'm just asking you to lie to me about what my gender is. It's not much.
Envy. I've never seen that. That's weird.
Thank you.
As smart as you are, Envy, I'm pretty sure you can come up with a study to show that I'm wrong. Will you please show me a study?
I'll give Envy this. He is kind of patronizing. He's a little patronizing.
I'm not patronizing.
Thank you, Envyy. You're talking about
my mouth. This is just how I talk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like you're kind of talking to her like she's a child. Like she's like crashing out. Like she's like a little child.
I'm not. This is just how I talk.
Yeah, it's not just how you talk, because it's your tone that you're not getting.
This is just how words come out of my mouth.
That's how I talk to my niece when she's having a tantrum.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just talking. I'm so sorry. I can't help you with that.
Right, but like Esmeralda said, you're talking to her like he would talk to his niece who's having a tantrum.
I just want to study from her. That's it.
Honest question here. Does anybody, like, even if you're an op on this panel, actually need a study that proves that babies do know the difference between their mother and their father?
No, I don't need a study for that.
I believe that. The thing is, Envy claimed they intuitively know. It's a positive claim. I just want to study for that.
Yes, of course they intuitively know. They've been listening to their mother's voice from inside the mother's body for 9 months.
Yes, I believe that they can distinguish the difference between their mother and father without having a complex understanding on the differences between biological sex and sociological gender.
I never asked if they understood the difference between their biological sex. I asked if an infant could see the difference between their mother and their father, intuitively know the difference. And the answer is yes, and we don't need to pull up studies to prove this. Like, it's ridiculous.
The funny thing is, there actually is a study here.
Can a man feed a baby?
I can type it up. I just want to look it over. That's all. It's not much to ask for.
See, I don't like it. Yeah, you're patronizing, dog. I don't like it. Like the way you talk to Envy is very patronizing.
I love information. I can't help that.
No, that's common sense. You're being...
No, I'm not.
Thank you, Satan.
I want the information. That's all I'm asking for.
No, like, listen, even as a kid, at a young age, the difference between your mother and your father.
She said that kids intuitively know the difference between men and women. I just want something to prove that.
Okay, no, what we
let me wait.
Listen to me, you fucking annoying fuck. Right? No. Type into Google infants identification of gender in biological motion display.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the title?
It is infants identification of gender in biological motion display. Right? So straight away in the abstract. I can't even believe we're fucking doing this, bro. You really are a fucking fucker,
Wait a minute. Infant identification of gender and biological...
Yeah, so it's even saying by testing the examined 9 to 12-month-year-olds' understandings of the categories male and female by testing for gender matching in voices or faces with biological motions.
Okay,
right?
it says here.
And they understand the difference.
It says here. Wait, you said biological motion? It doesn't say biological. It says... By 9 to 12 months, infants begin to identify a key social category, gender, in human walk motions.
Look, go suck a dick and suck it until it fucks you hard. Listen, we examined 9 to 12-month-old infants understanding the categories male and female by testing for gender matching in voices or faces with biological motions depicted in point light displays. You fuckhead.
Whoa!
Don't fucking piss me off. Don't read out parts and leave out parts.
I'm not reading out parts.
Don't skip parts, Kaytee.
I'm looking right here. It says
here's the fucking butt plug.
Begin to identify a key social category, gender, and human walk motions, which means it's not intuitive. It's something that they learn.
They put it under sexes.
No, they didn't. It's under. It's a key social category, gender.
Oh my fucking god, yo, you're just
Can
When
we
they
move on
say
from this?
gender in that study, they mean men and women, bro.
Male and females.
No,
Infants
it's
understanding the
gender. They mean
categories
men
of
and
male
women,
and
not male and
female.
female.
Can we move on from this point? It's going round in circles, and I think everyone but Kate agrees on this.
I mean, it's right
Yeah,
here.
I don't even
It
know
talks
why
about
we're
gender.
entertaining him, man. Shut the fuck up.
It's
Get on your fucking knees, man. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, right, I'm so sorry. Where were we before this fucking cocksucker got involved?
Can I
I'm
just
so
clarify
glad I don't
Yeah,
live in the
man,
UK or the US because this is so freaking annoying.
Can I just clarify that men
This
and
is where
women,
we're heading. Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to clarify, men and women are biological
I'll bring you back
terms.
up. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, go on, Marty.
Man and woman are literally biological terms used in... Okay, I don't need to say it, Audrey.
No.
Yeah, let Audrey's just
No,
shit
no.
on Kay right now.
Audrey, my friend.
men and women are not biological terms.
Can I actually
They
make a
are.
point?
1 minute,
No,
right, no,
say-
now Audrey's gonna go. Right, go on.
Right. There has even been a research paper which has gone through and looked at all the sources of biological research papers and shown that over the years there has been a massive increase in biologists using the word gender interchangeably with sex. Right? So biologists even do this. They use the two words interchangeably, and men and women are biological categories, and they are used all the time in research
Not
papers
biological
by
terms.
biologists. Yes,
Marty,
they
keep
are.
muting him.
Stop interrupting me. You have no idea what you've talked
Marty,
about.
keep muting
You've
him.
just spoken absolute
need
idiocy
supermark.
from the moment you got up here. Yes, they are. If, for example, the example I always give, because this is the last paper I read on it, if you are looking at the uterus of different species of mammals, they will use the terms cow, vixen, ewe, woman. They use the terms for the female of each species. They don't write adult human female and then adult cattle female. They write cow and woman. These are biological terms. We use them all the time in biology papers. And yes, babies can tell males from females in their faces.
Do you guys just like
So
summon Audrey
here's
with
the
a
thing,
bat?
Audrey, right?
Wait. Kaytee, let me ask you a simple question.
I mean, men and women are not biological terms; they're gender terms. Male and female.
You can
would
say
be
that
what
as
we're talking
many
about.
times as you like. It's
I mean,
not
I'm sorry. You can say that as many times as you
Don't
want.
interrupt.
Except that, if you go to Google Scholar and look up biology journals, you will see them using man and woman to refer to adult human males and adult human females over and over again. So you saying that it's not true is simply incorrect.
It's
You can
not.
use
And having an
both male
It's not-
and
I mean, I'm sorry,
females
you're wrong on
and
this.
man and woman to you refer to both sex and gender, and people do both all the time. In some languages, there isn't even a word for gender, so they just make a distinction between biological sex and cultural sex. The words are interchangeable.
Yeah, you can't really deny that, Katie. It's like basic understanding of how society uses language.
You're saying that men and women are biological terms?
Yes.
They're not. They're gender terms.
Why do you keep saying that? They can
Because
be
it's
both.
true. It's a social
They
concept.
can
It's a
be
social.
both. They can be used both to refer to biology and to refer to socially constructed ideas.
Audrey, can I respond to that?
Okay,
I'm going to disagree with
say
you.
so.
I just want to ask you something.
Yes.
Right, thank you so much. So I agree with what you're saying. Now, taking terms away from it, can you acknowledge that there is a difference between biological sex and sociological gender? Can you acknowledge, without using terms, without putting terms to those distinctions, can you acknowledge that there is a difference?
I think that the word gender means has at least 4 different uses.
Can you explain those to me, please?
One of sociological gender. So I would say that it can refer, which will be its general meaning in sociology, to associative characteristics of being a man and woman. So therefore, like masculinity and femininity. So that will be one use of it. Another use of it will be that it is interchangeable with sex, which is how people use it non-academically in everyday language. Another use of it would be for the postmodern conception of there being such a thing as a gender identity. So often when people are talking about gender, what they actually mean is gender identity, not gender the social construct. Right. Another meaning would be its meaning in law, where it refers to males and females in humans. Okay. So it can have multiple different meanings.
Okay, but what the point that I'm trying to make is that yes, I can fully acknowledge that a woman is someone with the XX chromosomes. I can agree with that. I can acknowledge that. But the point that I would like to try and make is that in my eyes at least, there is a difference between your sex, your biological sex, like what is inside of your DNA, inside of your chromosomes, but there is a difference between that and how you express yourself in society. And whilst I don't believe that you can change your biological sex, I do believe that you can almost change the way that you are perceived by society, or change the way that you express yourself within a society that relates to gender characteristics.
Okay, so I wouldn't say that what you're describing, which is gender... Shut up! You have no idea what you're saying.
Whoa.
Into an actual brain.
Marty, don't let him talk.
I would say there is what you're describing, gender expression, is a bit different to sociological gender, because I think sociological gender is more looking at things like power relationships in society. It's looking at systematic structures, like we look at the gender pay gap, for example. So I'd say that is more in sociology. It's more about looking at women as a class of people that certain political and social events are happening to. So I'd say the way you're describing gender expression is perhaps a different thing. I would say that, yes, people can express their gender in all manner of different ways, but that doesn't mean that they then get put into the category of man and woman based on that. So if you looked at somewhere like Samoa, where you have the Fa'afafine, are you familiar with that as an example? The Fa'afafine.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with what that term is.
So Fa'afafine are a group of males who are very feminine and same-sex attracted. And in Samoa, they are treated as a...
Like Elijah? I don't like Elijah. I have nothing to do with Elijah. I didn't say I'm wasting my time here either.
So what are you here for then?
I'm here for a debate.
But that ain't what you're saying in the comments.
That is what I said in the comments. I've been here.
You are wasting your time here.
I've never said I'm wasting my time here.
I am here for a different reason. What is the reason?
I'm sorry, Envy. Who said I'm wasting my time?
I have to look at the screenshot, but you're... Oh, wait, here we go. Hold on. I'll read it to you now.
Was it stranded? Because it wasn't me. I didn't say...
Stranded. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, Mommy, I'll shut up.
You responded to stranded. I'm
here for another reason.
For another reason. What is your reason?
You debate.
Fucking cocksucker.
Well, I'm serious. Calm down, Envy.
Envy, you're a legend. Hey, so there's
you to make a point.
Oh my God, shut
that's all. I've been... What?
Stop complaining, bro. Jesus. Stop complaining. So, hey,
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying she's crashing out. I have a question.
It's okay.
Wait. Oh. Go ahead.
So, hey, Envy, thanks for letting me up. So, the...
Animals have gender?
Well, you can use the word in two different ways in biology. One of them I don't think should be used, but people have persisted in doing
So you're saying sex and gender are the same thing?
No, I didn't say that. I said that was one of the uses of the word gender.
Yes, gender and sex are the same thing.
No.
They're the same thing.
They're not the same thing, Envy.
And I would disagree with you there. I think that they can be.
Gender
Yeah, they're not the same thing. That's what I'm trying to
male or female.
Hold on, Kate.
Why is it when you fill out a form, even on TikTok, when it asks you what your gender is, it says male or female?
Yeah,
male or female.
In everyday language, sex and gender are used interchangeably. That's the everyday meaning of the terms.
Yeah.
But they have specialist terms in academic papers.
So once again, gender and sex, the same thing, yes or no?
Yes.
It depends on the context.
Okay, so if we're talking about the context, in this context, are they the same?
What context?
When we're talking about gender and sex, when we're talking about trans people, are they the same, yes or no?
In what context?
In the context of transgender people.
What about transgender people?
Oh my fucking God, she's an actual moron.
I'm not just asking you to ask me a question.
Don't listen. Audrey, 1 second, 1 second. Guys, listen. If anyone has any qualms on this panel, you can call me a cocksucker, you can call me a carpet muncher, you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. At no point is anybody gonna fucking insult Audrey. And I fucking mean that. I fucking mean it. Okay? That is your one and only there and then. Fucking insult her one more fucking time.
W.
Well, you are
fucking pussy. Don't fucking come at her like that. Right.
I said she's a moron. What are you going to do about it?
Your mom's a fucking moron for giving birth to you, dumb cunt.
It's not even that bad of a word.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not even that bad of a word.
Can we change direction? Because I had a question for Envyy. That's where it really came up.
Yeah, go for it.
Are you okay, Miss Piggy, by the way? Because I haven't seen you for a long time.
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you.
You're okay. Just, I think someone said you might be a bit ill, so I was just checking that you were okay at the moment.
No, I'm fine. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I was going to ask, how does somebody getting bottom surgery, how does that affect? I'm not verbatim saying what you were saying. I'm just asking. I think you were saying something like a trans person getting bottom surgery, that affects women or something like that?
Yeah, no. It's come to the point where, like, doing these types of surgery, it's like one leads to the other, right? So it's like, I'm a trans woman. I'm she, her. I now have my penis inverted.
Like, I'm going to go to the bathroom whenever I please.
And it's just I'm going to advocate to get your ass out of my bathroom whenever I please.
Okay.
Do you see how that works?
Oh my God, stop screaming. Oh my God, don't crash out, Envyy.
Yeah, crash out.
Don't crash out.
It's crazy. It's crazy, like the females are saying, we do not want you in our toilets. It makes us feel unsafe.
No, you fuck off. Fucking
fuck off.
And what you're saying is, what you're basically saying is,
willy in between your legs, you fucking cocksucker.
And what you're basically
saying is,
well.
You transition's doing well, Envyy. I really hope your transition.
Yeah, I straight up do crash out.
I really hope your transition's doing well for you, Envyy.
I hope your fucking mom's doing well, sweetie.
Listen, it's crazy. She's basically saying you're gonna do it anyway.
Did you just speak? I've been waiting a very long time to speak.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, Sabrina. Go for it, beautiful.
It's okay, baby. So, did you just insult her to say that that was transphobic as fuck?
That's not transphobic.
I thought you couldn't tell. I thought you couldn't tell. Fucking
we can tell. You look like a man yourself, so.
Fucking woman wannabe. Invert your penis, why don't you?
Oh yeah, fuck you.
Fucking rock pocket.
I feel like Melody's one of...
You're fucking dumb dizzy, bro.
I feel like Melody is the worst example.
Insult game, bro.
I think you need to shut up.
The thing is Melody.
I think I'm really
You need to get my impression.
And then I'm gonna crash out and I'm gonna.
You're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. That's not how I sound.
Men aren't gonna allow you to do this. Simple as.
What are you
Hey,
gonna do?
listen, how long does it take you to take your willy up your bum hole?
What do you, so,
Too small. He
so
probably doesn't have
what
to.
makes you a woman, Melody? Have you ever been like afraid to get your period? Have you ever been afraid to get pregnant? Have you ever seen a gynecologist?
I didn't start it until you did.
No.
I was actually having a good conversation before his balls dropped from his fucking.
So what makes you a woman? Because you sound male. I mean, you sound like a man.
Oh.
Melody, don't get too angry. Your balls will pop out of your asshole.
Okay,
Just
y'all.
calm down. Calm down.
I'm really okay.
But I just want to point out,
you're not
nobody
hurting my
started with the
feelings.
insults until he started. So you get what you give.
Well, look, I'm going to say in the words of my dad, I don't care who started it, I'm finishing it. Let's get back to the conversation.
And yes, so according to drugshortagescanada.ca, there's currently a shortage of Sanda's estrogen.
On the other hand, being abusive.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I am not abusive. I can tell you that right now.
Well, you just
You're
were.
insulting me.
No. But when I said I didn't like you, I did not yell, did I?
Well, actually, your voice.
You
I do
insulted
not like
her.
you. I already know you don't. So you try to achieve something with that. I know you don't like me. I know Pig don't like me, and that's completely fine. But I understand that you're here to engage in the discussion. So to make that stance and then say, "Oh, my transition, this and that," which I think is actually internalized transphobia. Because again, I thought you said you can't tell if people are trans or not, like you don't know, right? But now all of a sudden, when it comes to the Middle Eastern woman, right, that may have different features to your typical white woman, right? All of a sudden, it's she's trans, she's this, she's manly, she should be exactly. So you guys start that, and then when I return the energy, then I'm made out to be the bad one, which I don't think is fair. Because even a couple of times, me and Victor, we don't see eye to eye. But I've never came at him like that.
What's hilarious as well, like they use trans.
1 minute, Leroy, just shush. 1 second. Let me talk with them. So I've not come at Pig like that, and I never came at you like that, right? So this is what I'm saying. This is the difference between. I am a bitch, though. I will admit, I'm absolutely.
You are.
I can be, but I'm only a bitch to those who try to be bitchy with me.
Oh, that's not true. You're always a bitch.
No, how? Go on, prove it.
No, I'm just like every single day. Like, come on.
Okay, yeah, but because I'm talking to bitches.
Oh my god.
Wait. No, I'm not. Look, I don't agree with her at all, but she kind of ate that one up. Just a little bit.
Okay, I'll give her that one. How about that? I'll give her that Being in prison, being on this app, the kind of conversations you have. Do you know what I mean? It's like I feel like I might have to fight someone over a lunch tray at any minute.
I love
How about this? I
What, are you
apologize
telling me?
for-
Wait, Mel, are you telling
What?
me that you can't see sometimes like I am just fucking around and it's banter and this, that, and the other? You really think?
I honestly like. I really don't think it is, but it's sometimes maybe. But I really like.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you fucking cocksucker. You really you can't tell. This is
Like,
adult.
Melody,
female
honest
banter.
question. Do you think your opinion is a little biased because of things that other people may have told you that aren't true because you haven't actually really interacted with Envy? And instead of just interacting with her and getting to know her a little bit, even though you disagree.
No, it's what I've saw. It's definitely
What have you
what I've
seen? Yeah, Rayleigh, I'll let you off in a sec. Is Rayleigh your friend? No.
I don't know, but I can switch out. I don't care.
No. I'm actually, this might be good for us to have this conversation, right?
Okay.
So, what have you seen? Tell me.
You're just like, I don't know. I would say, I can't really remember. I have memory issues. I really do. You can laugh. It's okay. But
No, I'm not gonna laugh.
I think it's generally like when trans people specifically see this live, it's no shade, but it can be very combative. So I think the reaction from trans people can be pretty strong. And I think, to be fair, like people who come on this channel and are your supporters definitely can have a strong reaction to trans people. So I think it's those.
You know what? Do you know, the thing is, right? When I started, I saw a lot of lives, right, Piggy, about like, oh, you know, trans women are better at being women. Trans women, we have our we're better. Trans women are women. We're coming into your space and all of this stuff, right? And the way I saw these men speak to these women, and I saw one creator that was going live about it, but I didn't see any other. And I'm like, rah, there isn't really many women standing up to this and that are just taking it, right? So I stood up. And I've got the same way when you guys host your lives and you get your opposite. I know about you, Melvin. I know about you, Pig. I've got to give it to Pig though. You're not really like that. I've got to give it to you. You're more always willing to engage in civil discourse and have like a genuine discussion. But I've seen your lives. I've seen with Elijah and them lot how you guys get so aggressive on the young 18, 19-year-old girls. I've seen Manlantic and them lot take the piss out of an 18-year-old girl who just started her period. who has her periods, and they're mocking her and say, oh, it's smelly, it's horrible, it's this, it's that, mocking these young girls. And there is a women on this app standing up and saying, you know what? I'm going to run this live and say, you men are men. And you men are trying to eradicate our rights from law. We're not trying to remove rights from you. We're merely trying to maintain what we have. So, yes, absolutely. What you guys projected out, if you guys weren't behaving in that manner, believe in me, I maybe would not have even been like, yo, I'm going to go live and start hosting and standing in defense of women, because this is absolutely ridiculous. I've seen 18, 19-year-olds go left the panel fucking crying. Man, it's not fair. Oh. Division! Thank you.
No shade. I've left your panel crying too.
Thank you. Have you? When?
Yes, girl. I left
Thank you, Division.
I left before.
What'd you say?
I said no shade. I've left your panel crying too.
Why?
I left before I was crying, but girl, because it's so. We're, like I said before, we're contentious. all of us are mad. All of us feel strongly about the issue. So sometimes there can be people who, regardless of how calm the conversation is, or regardless of how aggressive all of our conversation can be, sometimes it hurts our feelings. Like, I'm sensitive. I'm a real human. So sometimes I cry because I'm tired, and it just gets.
All right, let me ask you this. So how would you feel, right, if I started to advocate, and Melvin, you answer me this too, how would you feel if I started to advocate and protest and get an army of people to start protesting to remove your right to bodily autonomy and not allow you to transition anymore? How would you feel?
Well, obviously that wouldn't be great.
It wouldn't be great. Am I doing that though? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. If you ask my opinion on transition, I have my opinion. But no, I'm not advocating that at all, right? But I am advocating to keep males out of female spaces. And the fact that you guys, I would appreciate it more, Melvin and Pig, if you come to me and said, you know what, Envyy, the truth of the matter is a woman is an adult human female. Yes, the spaces in society are segregated via the sex, but we believe it needs to change in order to include us. Don't come up here and say gender separate and woman is separate from female, because then you're dehumanizing me. Right? This is why I have such a combative reaction to you, because I'm sitting here as a woman and I've got men coming in the panel saying they don't know what a woman is, that a woman is just some social construct that has been man-made. Do you know how offensive that is for me as a woman to sit here and listen to you men who want to be us tell me that I'm nothing but merely a costume or an idea or a social construct? It's very, very offensive. It's dehumanizing to us. Now I'm just a female. A dog is a female. A cat can be female. So what am I? You lot are just bringing us down like we're nothing. I don't think that's fair. So whatever energy we're getting, and I'm not saying from any particular individual, but what this ideology is perpetuating, I'm combating the whole thing. You're going to dehumanize us. I'm going to make you feel like shit. You're going to take our spaces. I'm going to get you out of there. That's the way it's going to fucking go. We've got too many women that are submitting to this. It's not right. I'm not removing anything from you guys.
I'm sorry for coming at you the way I did.
It's all right. No, you don't even have to apologize. Look, you'll probably call me a dickhead tomorrow. I'll call you a cocksucker and move on. I don't get offended. I don't, you know. The only thing is, I just believe that we don't need to bring, like, you know, like the whole doxing and finding out personal information.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible.
As long as we don't go there, we can have our thing and we have a go at each other and stuff like that. But there's certain places we don't need to take it, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think that trans men are dehumanizing men, I guess, or males?